Alright, YouTube is in the mix. It's alright. Probably try to start both at the same time, but Twitch got a little bit extra, I guess. Alright, shall we? This is basically the last hurrah for my current setup. We'll send it off one last time. And then, yeah, I'm just gonna retire all the concepts, I guess. I will play the Metaslave way for the last week. Set 27, I think, just thoroughly killed. Like, Stranger Support Cron was doing extremely well until Bad Batch Cron got printed. And then it just basically died overnight. Which sucks. But it is what it is, I guess. Millions must healer Cron. That's where we're at. I wouldn't even lie, like, a couple hours ago, I was at the Datacron screen and, like, I was like, I wonder. I, like, pulled up the dismantle on the healer Cron just to see and saw the purple mats. I was like, yes. I knew it was transferring over, but for whatever reason, still just seeing it, just, like, gave a small morale boost, you know? Made it feel more real. Alright. You thought I liked the roll cruns? Yeah. No. What are you talking about? I was trying to think back to, like, maybe in the first week or whatever. No, I have hated them for minute one. I was having the most fun with the game that I've ever had before the Royal Crowns came out, and then the Royal Crowns came in and just fucked everything. And so I've been basically on autopilot for 4 months waiting for Set 25 to end. And weirdly enough now, I think it's possibly Set 27, but it also might just be as a result of the number of teams that just got added. I don't think I get to go back. I think the shit that I was working on might be... I mean, I get to keep a lot of the core principles, which is fine. That's still transferable. But I don't get to, like, finish solving that puzzle, which I was so fucking close on. I was in an insane position of leverage in that scenario. We'll see, right? Like, I think DVD Cron goes away. Well, I don't know. Like, to be frank, like, people are posting shit like Wookiees. And I bet Wookiees is undersizable. Like, I do not... Wookiees is solid. We've done some great shit with Wookiees. But in the past week... Yeah. On defense? You remember almost everyone liked them? I think we exist in very different circles, my friends. I mean, plenty of people I know are just, like, begrudgingly working with them, but I don't know. I mean, okay, there were a few people I remember seeing who liked them, but I don't know, man. I think if you enjoy reading kits and you like to know how kits work, I think you tend to enjoy when kits do what they say. The amount of times in the past few months that I've had an idea with Set 25 and then Set 25 just hard blocked it. It, like, genuinely has happened 20 to 40 times, depending on if we're talking, like, a month or 3 months. It's actually insane. My position on Roll Crowns is basically, if the meta is, like, unhealthy and super fucking stale, Roll Crowns are probably welcome. But the problem is, for me, the meta was, like, fucking beautiful. It was the land of opportunity, and the Roll Crowns just said, fuck you, play the way that I demand. I cannot begin to tell you how much I really did not feel interested in that. If you disagree with me, that's fine. Obviously, I'm just speaking my own interests. And that Set 25 plus Set 27 was crazy. It's just like... I mean, that's what I just said, right? You have to, if you want to win in this meta, you just have to fix out your offense plan first and foremost. Yeah, that's not really what I wanted to do. I just wanted to tinker with stuff on defense. And most of that stuff is not that hard to beat, it turns out. I don't think anything is really hard to beat on defense at the moment, as a result, except for Stranger. And that seems to more or less be deciding entire fights. Which is why it's like, yeah, I just need to. A, Bad Batch needs to get off of defense. B, I didn't have Batcher modded for this week, so week 3 we'll have Batcher modded. That'll be my Stranger counter. I imagine that will just be fine. And I imagine it should be a fairly straightforward 3-0 from there. I'm paying my since you decided you were done. Yeah, just been autopilot. I mean, the rest of the state of the game is fucking excellent. There is so much cool shit happening. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. It's literally just like the game right now is sick. It just needs to roll crowns just need to go. Maybe some of S27 needs to go. I don't know if I feel that strongly about it at the moment. Or like S27 kind of solved itself. Like, oh, DVD cron, DTMG exists. It's really just a question of like, okay, now that Starkiller Healercron is going away, I guess we'll see where that assessment lands. Like, certainly the FTC has worse matchup tables. I imagine it will still be, like, the team to beat if you don't have a solution lined up for it. Like, LV Clones is just straight up gambling at the moment. And even if you win the gamble, you're, like, minus 10 banners? 10 to 13, depending. Yeah, I'm not trying to be inflammatory with the title. That is my own personal opinion. If you enjoyed S25, honestly, if you enjoyed the last 4 months, I envy you. I enjoyed the last 4 months, but not for purposes of enjoying the meta or trying to win. It was more so just there's been a lot of cool new shit. Yeah, that's been dope. Alright, shall we get to it? Really pause tank run? Didn't that shit not work though? I remember liking JMK tank run, felt really fucking cool in 3v3. No, it's like didn't pause not work once, and then like I saw the people randomly saying no, it works. I was like, what? What? Huh? Like I'm happy for you, but also why? Why did it work for you but not for me? All right. Let's see. I gave a lot of the defense stuff one last shot. Support Crown getting one shot doesn't surprise me at this point. It just helps Bad Batch way the fuck too much, right? Bad Batch want Support Crown gives Bad Batch the security guarantee of like, you know, the target's not gonna swap. Guaranteed the target's not gonna swap, right? And that's bad. Leia's on defense. We just had a really good experience with Luke plus Han on offense. I think I need to stop. I need to stop Leia on defense. Her days on defense are long since over. If I'm gonna post it though, I'm sad to say I don't think the new editions actually add anything. I think Krex OB is probably still correct just to have like the most reactive, disruptive package. GM Cron, or GM with the support TM Cron, I also should just fade. Basically everything I just need to give up on. The next week will be the week of compliance. I will behave, I promise. And then we can figure out what the fuck we're gonna look like from there. Because I don't think I can just go back to my old ways. I don't. That's why I did the one title a couple days ago. The Galaxy of Heroes from last year no longer really exists. Is extremely how it feels right now. Oh wait, right. This is the first time I've actually played this. Is that crazy to say? I have never played Daka Healercron Night Sisters this entire time. I know fucking everybody and their mother was. It's new to me, damn it. Everyone's been saying it's been fine. I have the actual backstory is I have been afraid to use Daka with Marin ever since I heard about the revive bug. I was just like, fuck that, not gonna risk it never again. Something about like Daka reviving Marin would cause her Omicron to shut off. Alright, let's see how this goes. I mean, Healercron disables Dengar's kit from doing what it says, so I would imagine it's going to play loosely like last time, but we get to win easily because Healercron is Healercron. Seems to be the vibe. I mean, are we supposed to play for Marin's survivability if Daka can just survive? Daka has 7 deaths on her, though. That seems spooky. Does it not? I would imagine this is supposed to be a dispel. I forgot Daka revives. My bad, dude. For a moment, I was almost worried that something might happen. Healercron said, don't worry, bro. Is Daka about to get popped? I think she is. Stun Boba? No. Am I supposed to try to bring back Daka? Maybe? Welcome back. Alright, is this even losable? It seems not. Alright. Asajj Shield seems correct here, right? Because we don't want to revive. So we just need Asajj to overflow. Pop that. Get back to full. Let's go back over. If we can kill Jabba with Plague, 66 is possibly on the table. Oh, Dengar did. Alright, got too lazy. What does that mean? I mean, its health... Daka will assuredly die, I would think, before Jabba gets ults. Time is, weirdly enough, maybe the scariest thing possible here. Just kidding. Properly built Talzin does what it needs to do. Waiting on Asajj. Waiting on Asajj. Waiting on Asajj. Yeah, I don't think the better is going to be perfect here. The time is just too close. 66. Nope, I got it. Alright, so I could have just enjoyed that all along. Fair enough. Alright, shall I possibly just end this round immediately? I'm aware that, Batcher is required to make this work normally. Perhaps I should not do this? But I'm very curious. I'm curious about this shit. I don't think Batcher is actually that vital. Or basically, it looks to me like Batcher has a loss condition, and I think if we can solve for this in some way, Batcher may not be required. Or, like, there might be another way to play the matchup. Plus, I don't really have another counter plan, so. We could LB gamble, certainly. The problem is this is very protection-centric, and Record loses the protection, right? Don't know if that's entirely productive for us. I mean, Bat Shalia's captive equals additional instances of damage, so it targets me on their turn. Basically, are we trying to shield Record as much as possible to buy more time? Or the theory is we just need to build as much target practice as possible. I haven't really had a chance to play with S27 either. Yeah, maybe. The extra protection is decent for the rest of the cast for tanking circular roads as well. Alright, let's just try it. The name of the game here is I just want to see if we can make anything interesting happen around. Because people get nuked to 1 health from it, as long as we get enough TP stacks. It is Calberis, so I'm hoping that we can stay parked on Maul. It's Healer Cron, so it's not Support Cron, so it will be harder to stay parked on Maul. But I don't think we try to kill Maul. I think we just chill and stack and hope that they get put in a position where they effectively kill themselves if we play this right. Kind of like a Balin versus Fear type scenario, but some assembly required. Let's see. Alright, is there ever any logic that we shouldn't hit Maul here and give him a bonus turn? I mean, everyone's on bonus turns right now anyway, right? Nah, I really kind of miss Support Cron almost immediately. If for nothing else, it's just for the extra health. I mean, this Cron has a bonus for Wrecker being down, right? So maybe that's not nothing, but boy howdy, he went away immediately. I don't like this. Health bar is moving. Okay. My bad batch just do too much damage, I guess. Wait, where'd the healing immunity come from? From a hunter when Mark expires and it expires every turn? Oh, so Support Cron artificially kind of buttresses? Well, no, but he ignores protection. Throwing up, thank you for the 4-man raid. Welcome, everyone. Wait, so does Support Cron actually matter here? I mean, it doesn't hurt, I guess, if they're ignoring protection. But if Hunter is constantly doing healing immunity... I know this shit's already been relatively solved, so if anyone who's actually doing it at the moment can chime in. I'm curious. It seems... Also, no, he is getting protection up. So, yeah, no, I'm fucking right. Support Cron does help. Weird. Like, unironically, I think the correct way to play this matchup would be to just... sandbag your damage on Crosshair and end up making as much as possible, seemingly. I mean, do I just hit the shit? We're not stacking. That much is clear, so I guess sure. Well, I have earned my freedom, seemingly. Omega is on tank duty at the moment. If she goes into captive, we get the benefits. The stealth swap actually might be kind of decent. No, Wrecker's dead ults. Did Wrecker not go into captive yet? That man was 2 health. Well, that's bad for business. That didn't go as bad as I expected, but also I don't know what lesson to learn from that. Holy fuck, the vibes are scrambled. Okay. So Wrecker didn't go captive. So the smoke screen, I guess, was partially a misplay. Is this just a waste of time? I assume I'm just gonna copy my guild lead's homework for next week on how to do the Badger shit, but also, alright, he clean cleared. I didn't. Test stream time. Hondo, get the fuck over here. Let's chat. I can finally drop the pretenses and be me. I have 5, but that's a test. Sir? What does it say up here? Spring forward. Fall back. Alright. I am not advocating that people should actually do this in the GAC they are trying to win. I am, however, advocating that when it wins, it feels sick. My Wookiees have gone through some dramatic changes that will not be live until next week. Okay, do we just hop the defense first, I think? I assume? I'm kind of trying to learn as I go. Yeah, so this fear on Zalbar is something that I need to... I know it's from Brutus. I don't remember if it's like bleeding people get fear or what exactly the clause is. The fear might be problematic. Also, Chewbacca might be too dog shit for this week. Like, obviously, he's stacking defense naturally, but he is... It's perhaps a bit too soon for him. Yeah, but I'm probably getting ahead of myself with running him. That's a week 3 moment. Did we have buff immunity? I mean, he does and he does, so I assume he did. More stacking defense, sire? Do we care about the debuffs? We're not a fan of the massive damage, but that man ate that shit wholesale and did not care. Yeah, no, Chewie will 100% be on block for next week. the concept of Chewie even being playable did not exist at the start of this week. That is just growing pains. It is what it is. I should have run Vandor, to be perfectly honest, for today, but I wanted to be supportive. Interestingly enough, the fear is actually probably the most active or annoying part of this fight at the moment. Or Zalbar is not really being given a chance to play, which helps in some respects, less so in others. Yeah, so the fear. All right, we gotta reread Brutus and see. All right, do you have any? Do we ever just aim it at the big boss? Fucking healer crown, man! You can't have shit around here. Wait, no, it's silver crown, not healer crown. There are no healers on the squad. Anything bad happens ever, even after set 25 expires, it's healer crown's fault. Okay, so that fear is everything. Because it's not even just the possibility of it's causing a turn skip, it's also the cooldown increase. Alright. I don't want to spend too much time reading kits, but let's... Carpenter Brute. I assume it's on this, just thematically. Breached enemies are also feared. So Tenacity, Zalbar... I mean... Well, Support Crown gives us Tenacity down, so for the next week there's nothing we can do about that. Mechanics don't matter for the next week. Unless what, we're supposed to run a fucking Tenacity or a Support Crown of our own. But the problem is it just flips back and forth, right? Like there's no guarantee that it will flip at the correct timing. How many resistible sources of reach are there on pirates? Or rather, the question is how many ways do the pirates have to breach that are unresistible, if any? Pirate Breach only came up with one result. It's just Brutus. It is just his basic. So Support Crown fucks off. And we build Zalbar for Tenacity. What's his base potency? Brutus's base potency is 31%. Where do they get other sources from? I feel like there's some. I know his Kate calls it potency up, but I don't remember exactly where it comes from, aside from, like, I assume someone tries to steal it, but if we don't provide it to them... Dude, this might be becoming real. I'm waiting for the catch. I mean, Tenacity down, right? So there's no... I'm not seeing any source Tenacity down, though. Pirate characters with Tenacity down. Vayne dispels Tenacity down, but they don't really make it. Okay, every Honda we run into is going to be running Support Crown. I don't know if we can take this and make it work next week, but as is the eternal theme of the past 3 months, the moment that set 25 fucks off, this might be real. Okay, the problem is defense crons, I guess. After set 25 goes and after defense crons go, this might be real. Fortunately, defense crons now only last 3 months, so the wait will not be as long. Is there anything I want to try here? Saw is a major question mark. Oh wait, this is no. We are doing Saw, buddy. We gotta talk. We have to talk about your future. I am concerned. Kara is still not technically modded correctly, but she still has auto 20, so you could do worse, you could do better. And such. Because if this saves DTMG, DTMG will also free up some budget for us, and Saw doesn't have a job at the moment. Did AoE last time? I don't remember being problematic. I don't remember being that great either. Yeah, I tried to do Force Influence on Piet, but our potency is shit, broadly. Do we care if we get counterattacked? Not really, right? No stun on the guy we were setting out to stun. Well done. Don't really need heal at the moment. Let's just basic. Well, it didn't hurt. EP is gone. DVD is for sale. How we doing? Okay, we're throwing away turn meter by having Kyle cleanse instead of Luthen. That needs to stop, right? I should fix that behavior. I would think... Should I just save it then? Is that ever the play? Bonus protection. Maybe a good thing to do, probably. I'll just behave myself. He did not crit. He stuns. That man just resisted everything with tenacity down. That's fucked up. Who does that? I didn't know you could do that. He just said, not interested. Thanks for the offer. 856,000. A hardy number. Is this effectively one of the last times that Saw is ever going to exist in this capacity? Let's think this through. Defense crons hit. Saw's ability to do 856,000 will end during that era, assuredly. Era of Andor hits. And depending on Saw's performance, I don't know if Saw will continue. Also, DVD is getting off of defense, right? If that shit dies to Saw Gerrera, what the fuck are we doing here? I mean, maybe... Okay, I should probably try the matchup without Captain Rex. If Leia's going in defense, she needs Captain Rex. If Captain Rex is going with Leia, then we need to try Saw versus DVD without said boy. I don't know. We'll see. Anything else? Wait, why are you here? Huh. Weird. Oh, I want to see if they post Reyes, right? Because I want to try doing QA against Reyes again. Alright. Let's get to Backle. Is there anything interesting to test here? Let's do Bounty Hunter Mirror. I fucked it up once because I pressed the Dispel, but I think if I don't Dispel, isn't this shit just going to be extremely straightforward? I pressed the button that kills everybody last time. I'm going to aspire to not do that again. Alright, Forlom has to go. This much is understood. I don't know if I should ever be nervous about rolling deaths out. Because like if we take too many turns, maybe the translation would fall off. Okay, this cleanses, which would give them a bunch of Terminator, then we all die. Let's not do that. I mean, this is Armor Shred, which is productive. Death Pen to target ally. Sure. I assume this is fine. Seems fine. Yeah, this is how I expected it to go last time before I got fucking murdered. Where did your shielding go, madam? Hey, what's up, Tess? What's up, sir? How'd it go? Okay, we're just getting taxed on some shit, and I don't remember where from. Somehow that ended as a 64. Odd. Well, you all missed... Well, it was almost cool. Zalbar one-shot Pirate King Hondo. Unfortunately, he did in fact come back to life, but then I also learned that once Set 25 goes away, I think I can do that reliably. Now, I can't do it reliably when defense crons exist. So when Set 25 goes away, and also when defense crons go away, or unless somebody thinks that they're smarter than defense crons, I post some stupid shit. Wookiees against Pirate King Hondo, I think, is actually a permanent thing. Is a permanent fixture. We just need a Tenacity Zalbar to resist the breach from Brutus, so that we, Wait, didn't he... Tag. No, we had Tenacity down, so it doesn't matter that I snuck some Tenacity in. No, he was on Tenacity week 1, and I moved him to Damage Mods week 2. That was it. Set 25. Can't have shit around here. Your guild needs an R9 Zalbar for operations. Yeah, the last 2 weeks. Well, I can't even show you in GAC. GAC is not up to date. The last 2 weeks took a turn. For me personally. I did not see this in the cards. Let me tell you. I am also pretty sure that this choice is correct. Like, this I did before the era came out. I was pretty sure this is correct, and so far his performance strongly seems to agree with that. This, I figured this dude was just going to park at R7, R8. And then he started doing things and talking like Master Qui-Gon, and, well, I'm just powerless to that. Alright, let's get to back. Well, I'm going to try the Queen Amidala limit tests. You out. I know I did this once already. Where is Poe again? Is it a Age? Yeah, it's Age Crackon. I mean, there's no RHP to swap to, right? So I don't know if it matters too terribly what we do here. Okay, so even if I was playing to win today, I guess I was doomed. It's weird because it's touching like it's still processing something. That's the issue they get by trying to recover, but I think we know. That's probably not the case. Okay, that's twice now. I know it's happening from Pirate King Hondo. I wonder, like, there might be some bug with, like, mass assist at the moment, for all I know. Let's save Balin if we can, save QA if we can. Let's just try some random shit. I don't want to spend any team that I would want to limit tests. Unless... I mean, nobody posts LV right now. I was going to say maybe we could try BKM versus LV, but eh. Mortis is GL. Insert GIF of cooking on an empty cook board. Why is my BKM going first? She has tenacity up and they remove TM on everybody else. That is the answer. That's awkward. To be sure. Decent amount of dots. Do we ever just cash out now? Was that really our fate? I guess. Yeah, alright. That sounds agreeable. We don't want to hit Zalbar too much, lest we get Spirit Bombs. But we have no choice because the Omicron is quite good. Ew. Tragic. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of rooting for them. Why did you come back? Was it a tank run, maybe? Shall I just... Surely there is nothing for LV to do. Nothing interesting, I should add. Alright, we're gonna make an optimal usage of time here. You. Go do the thing. Okay. Control F, tenacity down. How goes it? Called it a test stream after Bad Bash, which is just as well, because even if I had a Bad Bash counter prepped, I got a locked button bug that would have cost me the match day. Had a really cool Wookiee versus Power King Hondo fight that actually makes the fight appear that it will be... I think that is a real matchup that is blocked by support Krun. I mean, blocked is relative, but you really don't fucking want to... It shouldn't be your plan A. Obviously, it's viable because we did it once, but if Brutus fears you... Like, honestly, if Silvo didn't have the revive, that would be a win, right? But Silvo has the revive. That is not blame healer ground. That will always be there. They will always do that. So we can't rely on just the basic to close things out. So we have to stop the Brutus fear, which means we have to resist it. And then also, so support Kron, tenacity down, makes Wookiees versus Power King Hondo not real. And then, look, maybe I'll try it if fucking anything happens, but my assumption is also that defense Kron will prevent. Oh, also Vayne Kron. I forgot. Yeah, I've lived in blissful ignorance for a moment. Yeah, Vayne Kron clearly is gonna kill fucking everything under the sun. So like that's no go for Wookiees. But in 4 months, Wookiees versus Power King Hondo might actually just become a permanent fixture. Like I am squarely set on continuing to do that. Oh yeah, it's QAGK. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go. This went like shockingly well last time. I don't know if I was just like waltzing through hell blissfully unaware or if this is just fine. But I guess I will find out. I'll just use the same crown as last time and not overthink it. Alright. Queen, Lumi, Ezra, Healer Kron, GK, Ben. We aim at Ezra so as to not assist so that Lumicron gets fucked. Do we ever care about stealing the community? I'm not sure that I do. I think I just want Ezra to die. Any further progress on Leia versus Stranger with? I haven't tried them against Stranger. We did it against Ahsoka. No, like a fool, I posted them on defense, and of course they did nothing. I clung to history that should just stay dead. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want those buffs. Give me those buffs. Did I just screw up? Jika never taunted last time. I feel like I should have just stayed on Ezra. Because Ezra would be dead right now. Well, it all works out in the end. Hi, baby boy. Not a good time right now. Alright, you go away. 1 mil damage. She dodged. Alright, you go away now too. Thank you. Yeah, this matchup seems like shockingly stable. The win rate on Insight was not good. I thought we were about to get button problem again. Let's not. Maybe it would have been better to save that. I think we're just dead. Well, actually, wait, no. If our protection is gone, we just get the banners. This is what, 64? I mean, we got a 65 last time, but... Interesting little matchup. Using Ezra's assists prevention to our own benefit. It's not bad. I enjoy that. It's such a fucking weird, like, competitively, I have not been very competitive the last 4 months, but I feel like I'm doing a decent amount of cooking. It's a very bizarre mixture. Is there anything interesting we can try? Bountyers, no, it's just Gungans. Who do we have left to trash it with? That's maybe the better question to start with. Unfortunately, the majority of the cool teams are on defense where they do not belong. In fact, just to reinforce my feeling on that, let's make sure I quit this behavior. Gone. Riva, maybe. I don't know, dude. I mean, she gets a little bit of banner attacks on Malikos. That's value. Gone. GM is, like, maybe decent, but you have to post Marin. I don't think that's a good idea right now. You, I'm ambivalent about. I mean, you're bad. But it's Healer Cron, so it's a decent shot at taxing. I'll leave you be. Is there anything else interesting we can do at this point? I mean, I might as well just get more reps on this. Let's try without crew. Seems like a broadly useful, not you, thing to be doing. Okay, we did JTR mind tricks on Sierra last time. Bad idea. Do not do that. Buttons missing is very common, it seems. I had heard that for Hundo. It seems like it's possibly just related to mass assists. Okay, but again, is this just a bad idea? Wait, JTR would also benefit from Searly kind of like Fulcrum in terms of regen. Which is actually kind of fun here. Like, obviously, the Vertigo Maul Hatred JTR thing is also true, but that's not bad. Well, on the flip side, the fact that they're both Cleansing Purge, I don't know if that screws with us getting... I mean, it makes the healing immunity not locked. I don't know if that'll make it inconsistent, though. That we do like. Hopefully them all. This is a slow Reva. Farewell. Was that 7 digits? I didn't see the number directly, but the size looked very 7-digity. Not a very big number. Not terrible. Anything to consider here? Mace is someone who killed him in test. Let's not talk about Mace Mirror, though. I mean, you exist, but... I don't know if this is really info. Also, Mace block survives. Yeah. Didn't I play this matchup on the other side? I'm having deja vu. Yeah, we like one or two matches ago. We played this on the other side. I remember the production disrupted Temple Card getting jumped. Hey, Lumi. Hey, Lumi. Oh, she was handcuffed. That's why she's so far behind. Lumi. Lumi. I'm not gonna read it. Do good things for me, please. If I push this button, bad things happen. If I push this button, bad things still technically happen. Huh. Okay, I took the 50-50. The 50-50 works. At some point, it would probably be wise... Well... yeah, just take the greedy option. What's the worst thing that could happen? Both of them counterattack, right? But she can counterattack and call her, so it's worse. That doesn't feel worse. That feels... We invite ruin. Okay, she has the cool button. She made it go. She is done. Alright. I guess. Ray continues to feel jank. Alright, Mace, where do you go? Power King Hondo, I strongly doubt. Gungans, I also strongly doubt. This, I don't think sounds like anything. I think decidedly sounds dog shit. But if you're gonna go somewhere. Doesn't Jocasta have a pretty bad time in this matchup, as I recall? Do we ever go protection just for the sake of KB and Jocasta? Leslie. No. I know, baby. Tank run. That's my option. Why not, man? Let him cook. Sabine handcuff. I don't hate it. Consider yourself investigated. I should just back out of this, alright? This is, yeah. I mean, is there anything interesting to do with Gungan Attacker? Undersizing makes less people to debuff? Question mark? It's not really a real statement. They will still just reach full cap. What crons do we have left? Is I guess a fair question. We have Bobocron. No Zamdo. I don't really think that team has a good matchup with the Gungans anyway. And also Zam is like, I'm not gonna say she's 100% crucial, but I think she's like 60 to 70% of that team's power. Okay, the number of times that I've thought to myself that I would actually, like, Kira is probably my best choice here is getting alarmingly high. She might need to come online. Oh, it's actually kind of just happening. And I forget, they aren't scoundrels, right? Yeah, none of them are scoundrels. Or they just pair with each other, really. Candace is an OG Balin choice. Problem is Kira wouldn't be that good against Hondo. But I don't know if any of this is good against Hondo. I assume possibly not. I assume at some point I'm supposed to play the video game. Also, I don't know why I brought a tank line that support Kron. Tank lines don't work. Have you heard about increasing cooldowns? They already kind of use their cooldowns. Balin didn't get to play the game once. Support Kron, got rid of his DI immediately. Cool. All we really have left is the stuff. The capital S stuff. I'm gonna have Gungans. Gungan attacker versus Power King Hondo, perhaps. I don't imagine this goes extremely well. But Gungan attacker has been known. What are you kids doing? Animals. A lot of you. Immediately kind of wondering if support Crom would have been better here. Pretty sure the answer to that is yeah, probably. That is like the third or fourth time. I wonder if it's an issue with my computer, not the game. My computer's chugging when having to process like assists. It's kind of good that we didn't kill them on that. No, it's not good that they just yelled. That is decidedly less good. That is decidedly more good. I'm thinking we maybe want Jar Jar to take a turn here. I was worried about that being overkill, but I guess not. Yeah, Jenny's on the way out. Possibly doable? Is that a thing? Are people doing that? Insight. Pirate King Hondo. Search for Boss Nass, 12 results, 41% winner rate. So it wasn't really on the radar before now. Interesting. I assume that's probably on the back of Attack Archon, so there's 1 week of that left, but I don't know. That didn't look too bad. That was kind of cool. Anyone left? New. It's actually kind of remarkable that the new Bounty Hunter team exists and that our elite is still broadly intact, but without Zam, I don't know if intact is the correct word to be using in that scenario. JKR is pretty shit protection pool, right? Something like this, maybe. Why did I do that? I was trying to save that. Man! Why did I do that? I mean, I guess. Maybe held on the Spore Chrome was too passive. It is taking a bit too long. Like, I don't think we're gonna time out. But, I guess we'll see. Okay, you cannot be trusted. Auto Cal just immediately self-immolates. And Joel use the revive. Okay, we done that. So weirdly enough, I guess the Cal Omicron is screwing us here. Because everyone has juiced offense for the TM self-tax. I assume this will not end well. But you know. Debos equals bulk? Question mark? Alright, who's our villain? I think it's you. Is it the Tarples or Jar Jar? Excuse me? Sir? Sirs? Should we ever just do the gen? Probably. I suppose. Alright. Then that goes away, then that goes away, then that goes away, then that goes away. Wait, she did not get... Alright, I should have still played it a little bit. I killed the gen too fast. Anything we're trying in ships? That is R3 Geonosians. But why? Right. Slay the Spire time? Actually, I might just save Slay the Spire as a co-op game. Path of Champions just got a fat update reveal. I need to do some Path of Champions cooking. Alright, what was the cool shit? I need to compile this for Taskbot tomorrow. We did what? QA versus Ray Ezra Lumi, Wookiees, Comeuppance, Arts and Choda, Tenacity, Zalbar, Angle, Defense, Concerns. What else happened? And that's okay to be Gungan 2-man for 68. I remember it. What else happened? Oh. Anti... Pearson Essie's Zalbar Angle. I mean, the Bad Batch thing was weird, but I don't know if that's really notable. This isn't really notable. Oh. Saw versus DDE. Need to try non-crux if Leia is getting posted on defense. Anything else? I don't think so. Also, I feel like I don't remember the last times that I did J. Carly. Did I just ignore the sides and go for Ahsoka first, maybe? The sides weren't really doing shit to us. Maybe. Probably. What else? Afra on defense dead. Zori especially. Trey on defense dead. Gmo on defense. Marin? But unless we make a plan for what to do against Boba Jabba, if not Marin for 66. Oh, also Marin for 66. But that's like not really. Motherfucker's been using Dakakron for as long as that existed. I am the last person to ever try it. What else? I mean, Bad Batch 2 just get Bash for online. How are we built? Because the Wreckers are protection, that's also not doing his favors. Also, Bad Batch 2 dead on defense. Everyone just uses Jammo. Ooh, so he is not modded for the matchup. Wrecker needs to go over. Yeah, we need to remod away from Pirate King Hondo shit and get ready for Stranger Fights. What else? Well, so far been the biggest surprise of this era. I had a feeling, like when I did that era revisit and I was reading them. I mean, that's why I gave Zalbar R10 before the era released. That was a vote of confidence on my part that I liked what I was reading. Oh, also Silver Revive. We don't really need to write that down. We already talked about fear, concern. Chewbacca needs mods. Choda, frankly, just needs an all-new mod set type to be farmed for him. Also, in the next 48 hours, I need to make a damage calculator to figure out what the actual optimal Choda modding is going to be. There's like a non-zero chance that defense primary, offense secondary, crit chance secondary ends up being like the correct Choda builds. I need to reread the Wookiee kits and make min-max optimizations. Like I know they get turn meter. I know like Tarful gets like 20% turn meter per foresight loss when foresight gets lost. I think there's also like enemy TM removal on some trigger from Choda unique. It might be on the Omicron. Wookiees decide protection versus health. Because even though we do have some protection regen, there's a decent chance that health might just be more consistently regettable. They spend a lot of time at no health full protection, or like varying degrees of protection. Afra fate just needs to be decided. Like, that's the awkward thing, is because these teams are playing out on defense, all of a sudden we have too many teams on offense, and we just need to... Like, you know, Saw versus DVDE, that feels like a pretty good thing to be doing. I don't mind doing that. I would like to do more of that. I don't know if it's going to be undersizable. If we make Cara Dune good... Okay, Saw... I don't think Kylo Turn needs to be there. Saw, Luthen, Cara, Krex... That's probably real. So Saw... Okay. Also, like... Okay, realistically, I don't know what people use this week, but I'm just gonna assume that Leia is dying to shit like SLK or Seabane or whatever the fuck. In that case, is Krex really gonna matter? Because if not, and we can kill DVDE for 66, that would help. So... to that end, Saw need to test Saw, Luthen, Cara, Krex 66 versus DVDE. Need to turbo out Cara. Aphra use case needs to be determined. It sucks. Oh, okay. This was also a weird week for my Aphra because I actually just straight up demodded BT1 at 000 because it was just like I'm in on this team concept and whatever happens happens. By like match 2, I was already kind of over it. I knew it was kind of cooked, but I couldn't go back to BT1 until now. I don't know, man. A lot of Aphra to me kind of screams that it belongs on defense, even though I know that for the next week it's kind of fucked on defense, like irreversibly. Once set 25 goes away, maybe, especially with defense crowns, could be very curious. Maybe. For next week. After next week, Defcron meta. Vayne, go full health. Determine Trey use case. I'm just gonna make a list of people who need use cases determined. Treya, Balin, GM, non-Marin. I guess you could just go back onto Ahsoka duty. Trey, Balin, Jilin, non-Marin, Aphra, Wookiees. Wookiees are just chaotic right now. Like, they kind of just have Lemmy Adam energy, but it's not Lemmy Adam energy you can do confidently. Maybe confidence will come just by getting more reps on them and learning what they're good for and what they aren't. Also, my Tarful is only Rock 7. That's not doing them any favors right now. Wookiee concern is also Chewbacca versus Vandor, because it's kind of undeniable at the end of the day of Vandor is easier to just sit there and hang and just take some hits than Chewbacca is. That is an undeniable truth. My Vandor is at R9, or no, he's at R8. So if Vandor ends up being the path and I just need the motherfucker to not die, R9 plus R10 is technically in the conversation. I don't think it would be like... Zalbar and Chota have R10 for extremely good reasons. So Vandor would literally just be alright, you sit there in the corner and look... Well, you don't look pretty. Sit there in the corner and don't die. Minus 35% DR sounds too good to pass up. Minus 35% DR for what? Alright, Bad Batch 2, Get Batcher Online, record useful health mods, Batch Crosshair, weaker than Batcher. Looking with Vandar. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I mean, so functionally, Chewie is broadly just there to get 25% chance to Chodan. Like, I have always liked the Vandor damage reduction. But the problem is, especially with support Crown right now, there is no guarantee that Vandor stays buffed. Oh wait, does Chota give Master's Training only to Jedi Wookiees? Or no, I feel like it gave to everyone. Maybe it's only all Wookiees in Grand Arena? I mean, we could always do what I do with Queen Amidala, right? Fucking just go 25% crit chance on the Kron. I mean, that's what we did with Queen Amidala today, even. It was a lot easier to do when I can just handcraft the mod, though. Or Kron, though. Yeah, right. 25% crit chance plus crit damage. We could go that route. But, like, assuming that we're going to be on defense Kron in the near future, does crit chance even exist in this set? Zalor is not terribly hard to get to 100. It's really just Yoda and Chewie. They have like 21% base. It is dire out here. I genuinely, I mean, I had to do it in Qui-Gon release, right? I need to just farm them a fresh mod set that's like extremely bespoke. Yeah, I don't know. It like if I'm trying to buy into the 1-2 punch idea, if we can get away with running Chewbacca, he would be the optimal fifth. It's just, yeah, like obviously he died super quickly today. I don't know that he's really built all that well, though. I would assume not. I would not be shocked to see tenacity. I would not be shocked to see him unmodded. I would not be shocked to see a lot of things. What you got, son? Maybe we can try to spruce him up and acknowledge, we have the stacking defense and all that, but things aren't always. Yeah, so he wasn't really modded for today. But like, even if, right? Even if, it still might not be what we're looking for. And also, there's like weird aspects of it as well. Like every time Wookiees taunts, everyone stacks defense, which means higher offense to Zalbar and Chota. So cutting Vandor actually slightly it gives us more crit chance, but it slightly cuts our stacking. I mean, yeah, ally tanks taunts. So we lose it to start a battle, and then we lose it every time we press this button too. It might just be Vandor. It's hard to say, right? I mean, it's 45 versus 55% defense every time I push the funny button. Hey, what's up, Nooch? How was your stream, sir? We're talking Wookiees. We're up to no good. Man, also buff immunity is seriously affecting our ability to stack. So Zalbar for this past week was on this. I transitioned him to a more damagey build, and I think it spoke for itself, right? That shit was, it represented itself well. How were you built? Okay, so no crit damage set is an interesting note. We had 2 defense sets and a crit chance set just to try to help cross that finish line. Oh yeah, these Wookiees are going to take some damage optimization math. We have the flat 100%. 36 isn't that much to have to cross, though. Like, let's see. We could get more specific, right? I think we could maybe push his modding even further. Oh yeah, no, this is not the best Zalbar can be. Okay, I was trying to behave and keep him slightly tanky. Looks to be the vibe. Which is maybe not the worst thought to have, but I think we're gonna mod both of Vandor and Chewbacca and just see where that goes. Dude, I need to farm like 12 mods now for both of these characters. What is actually happening? It's CG, man. They keep on printing these new bespoke characters that like basically have a secret final form if you are willing to do the dirty work. I mean, Zalbar is less. Chota is extremely fiddly. Zalbar, I mean, look, you got to do the work to give him crit chance and like damage mods. He is less weird. I hate that this is just an instant sell, but that's the life I'm living. I mean, we need to do the damage calculator to find out, but there's a not unheard of possibility that like. Oh wait, not that. Critch's offense speed what? I mean, technically offense. But yeah, like if we're looking for actual min-maxed, like I'd be curious if this actually makes defense primaries look attractive for the sole fact of then you could also have crit chance and offense secondaries rolled up. It's not the craziest idea, even though historically defense primaries have always been not good. Because yeah, we're not really looking for speed that much. Maybe we want an okay amount, right? Like we were in danger of getting juggled a little bit too hard at some points in the fight today. You need to be able to represent actually cashing in the Spirit Bomb, that you can't just be like speedless. But still. And you know, like percent health or whatever certainly doesn't hurt in that slot. I mean, flat defense in this case, sure. But I don't know if flat defense would actually convert all that well. And then there's also the weird factor or question of like, I don't know. I want to play this. So in theory, we want. It's a shame that the frenzy bounce doesn't go the other way, because we really want to cleanse and then we want to rally. And I know there's a good way for us. Like the closest that we can get to that is just having Chota go like right after, but Chota's not really going to be like Turfwall is so proactive, and I don't think we really want Chota unless he just ends up on like a weird Turbo Ben solo sort of beat. Yeah, this is kind of coming into the Pirate King Hundo fight. Or is it happening? It's just on the display, I guess. Also, we're learning it's not Foresight. I thought it was Foresight. The Foresight bit is from. Okay, so weirdly enough, I wonder if Tenacity Zobber would actually stack a lot less from this clause. Like, it's actually kind of a good thing that we're getting hampered. There's a possibility that our Zalbar output would get much, much lower if he's successfully resisting enough stuff. Like, if he's resisting Stagger, then he might take a turn with, like, 10% of the stacks that he normally has for getting purple juggled. Yeah, it's off of GL's present. I was gonna say, because that Foresight, the Fear, dude, I think week 3 is just gonna have to be Wookiee Leap of Faith. And we're gonna have to figure out, I mean, let's use today as an example. if we're just saying fuck it, Wookiees going here. I don't know. Wookiees going here. Yeah, we already did that once already. Now, Wookiees going here. That would be a hell of a leap to make. Unfortunately, with Healercron, I suspect the answer is probably no. I would also be concerned about Zalbar being too slow, or like maybe some weird shit of like Zalbar not entirely working if Fandor revives him. Well, Maulbox revives. Yeah, I think the Healercron just guaranteed debuffing you, cutting your damage in half, plus their double bulk is probably bad for business. Already been, I mean, maybe that would be fun. Especially if our Chota is good. If our Chota is good and we just feel confident in just doing it to him, off rip with like a well-built Chota, then yeah, that seems viable. This, I mean, if Chewbacca is weakest and gets handcuff, maybe it's viable. I'd be a little bit concerned about Shatterpoint though. This, a little bit ambivalent. There's also a non-zero chance of Wookiee undersizing stuff. I don't think Zalbar is thrilled at the idea of tanking Whirlwinds. I would think. And this I assume not. We'll see. We'll have to just make them as good as possible, and I mean, maybe that's going to be the future for Afra as well. If Afra's not going on defense, then I have no idea where she's going, because like Afra against strangers, I assume a no. I mean, maybe Afra against Jabba, but NS are putting up 66 with Dakakron for the next week, so there's not really a market there. Afra undersizing could be something to explore, actually, maybe. Maybe. We'll see, man. It is. We will have to see what the impact of set 28 is going to be, because it's unfortunate how unimpactful defense is at the moment. Defense success basically feels like it's off the back of either your opponent doesn't know the meta, or just makes really questionable decisions. Every team has an answer, more or less, and it's just, are you willing to do it or not? And it's hard for me to do my undersized answer against Healercron spam. Let's see, undersized friendly. I wonder if there's ever a world where you bench Clone Wars, Chewie, and keep Fandor? Is that an insane thing to say? It may not be. Problem is, when it comes to healing Yoda and Chewie, Fandor cannot do it. Alright, I'll have to work on that over the next 24 hours. In the meantime, there is a huge update coming shortly for Legends of Runeterra in 48 hours, and I am woefully behind. So I will leave Slay the Spire to playing co-op with friends. I think it is a lot more enjoyable in that context. Alas, I must cook here. This game is like quietly becoming, I think, one of the best roguelike deck builders. It really depends on how much the next patch adds like challenging in-game content, I would say. Alright. For where I'm at, I need to beat the 4-star challenge with 2 more characters. I did it with Ari. What is it not? There's no idea. Alright, is maybe Jin? No. It says best friend with Ari. There's just no Ionia. No, that's crazy. Every other note is here. Alright. How does that leave us? Okay, see adventure. Oh, we're in one. That makes it easy. Oh, Morgana. So Morgana is a very control freak. She just tries to bind on the NPC and grind them out. Anytime we target them with a spell, binds them until they pay mana to free them. I think we're probably slightly overtuned. Like, she's slightly overleveled for this content, but it might be fine, but we'll see. It will get spicy as the run progresses. Do we bother cursing now? That sounds lovely. And now that's pay 3 mana pop. I guess 6 in your case? Oh, because it was an actual curse. Let's grab the value now. Probably. She's playable next turn. Maybe we could curse him now. We wouldn't have any blockers. We can kind of maybe just stop him from eating if we just do enough cursing that he blows all of his mana on it. I don't think I hate that, because if I recall her, I think she's full cost, so the rest would just be for healing. Maybe that's correct. But if we play him, we lose Daybreak, so I don't know if that's actually worth it. We'd pressure this blocker, though. Yeah, let's try it. Yeah, so as long as we just keep fucking with our mana, maybe that'll work. 3/3 Challenger, he has bad swinging, so maybe we just curse Kench. Nine cost, he's out for a while. Okay, double curse. I think checkmate. Oh, they have 2 lives. Fuck. Can I... Okay. Alright. I remember how she plays now. We can speed up. So I'm gonna copy. Doesn't do terribly much. It just gives an extra blocker for us. Better body, temporary copy. It's not a summon effect, so we don't get extra value. Let's just go body, maybe. We don't really target ourselves that much. We're really only trying to target the enemy team. Maybe the lurk option is not bad. Oh, this would help. No, it's this. It's this. This will help us get a RA cost out. I don't remember what you do. Money, cut a card. The note is purple. It must be good. I think of offense, Undermine, Pirate King, Hondo. For the next week, I mean, his stocks are pretty low on defense. That, yeah, I mean, especially if you're willing to optimize for like the frenzy turns, I would imagine it's not bad. It's really just a question of like, I mean, are we squarely just in like the play to capture proto to 65 and undersize everything? Like, it could definitely go that route, but I was trying to do it with GLs on defense. If I say I'm trying to do it, oh shit, that is sick. So because I took the stat boost, her health is over 8, so now this reduces her cost. That worked out a lot better than heading you right to. That's insane. Normally I would pull the barrel, but I kind of want to get his blocker while we have the artificially boosted health. No block. Fair choice. He's not faded. Let's save the ally targeting. Gosh, she's out so much earlier. This is perfect. We can play a unit as a soft pass. Deal 4 to a unit. It's not dead. I don't have any sort of damage spells. We're all utility / cursing. Oh wait, he had feuded. Ah, kind of fucked up. I mean, if we curse him, we kill him. I don't know that we really need to at the moment. I think we're kind of chilling. So they get rid of our next turn. That's not great for us. The barrels, they can't really threaten her, I'd imagine. Okay, they can threaten her now. That was perhaps poorly thought out by me. But, burst speed curse. Maybe it's fine. Where did she just go? Why did she get recalled? Oh, because I recalled her. I'm a fucking moron. I'm not used to the RE spell being in this deck. This deck doesn't normally run recalls. Four mana, 2 mana, stun 2 enemies is a good fit for our deck. Sacrifice a power to exchange for a random one of a higher rarity. This is not for sale. None of these are really for sale. I will pass. Full mole from Morgan. I thought this increased the cost of spells. No, that was a Demacia thing. God, I forgot about that deck. I wonder if anyone in Path of Champions plays that archetype. So we play it now. Nope. Do we try to bait the AI into blocking with Zoe? Maybe? What, you're... I completely forgot you're here already. We do not have a way to actually just, like... Let's see if we can try to force him to block with her. We make a large man. We give a... Well, we give her a call. Well, they did not block. It's fucking up. I'm afraid I must insist. Oh god, they were also Titanic. Oh, they paid the curse. Are they dead? No. I am kind of tapped out. Please die. Even fatter stats that will also make her Titanic for the power, for the artifact. Sure. Leave next switch. I mean, this thing is always kind of a high roll. It's kind of unconditional free mana at the cost of a card. That helps Renekton. We're not interested in it. Like, it would help level Renekton, but it's not really our style. Problem is, I don't know that we really have enough draw power for this to actually be that good for us. I overspent gold too. Fuck this, another shop. It's blue, so I think the power will cost 300. So I don't know if this is actually that good for us, but I can try. Yeah, like this is kind of the issue. mean, turn 1 LeBlanc can't be that bad. It delays Morgana turn 2, but I don't know. Can't be that bad. He's on 2 mana. So if he spends all of his mana, he can free himself. Or we could just permajail. I see. They really do not want me to swing in this turn. Actually, can we... If everyone is vulnerable, they can only block for 3. This is guaranteed. I don't know if we want to reshuffle, but the rest of the options probably aren't that good. Draw an ally with 5 power. That could tutor out Morgana, though. Yeah, I overspent. I don't know if I'd actually want that anyway. I mean, it would let us turn 1 Morgana, which is not bad. This would actually work pretty well with Morgana and LeBlanc. Weirdly enough. What do we cut? Our deck just likes draw. It's obviously a powerful card. Having the focus speed 0 costs curse is insane, but I don't know if I love... Like, there aren't too many people in our deck that actually like being recalled. It would just be like them and them. Them, but we just haven't been getting hit so far. Daybreak is not awful for it. She is not awful for it, but we don't reduce her cost that much to be like okay with recalling her. I mean, draw can't be that bad here. What are we cutting? You? I guess. Appreciate the offer. They insist. Okay. Discard 1 to draw a unit? I don't know if that's exactly what we're looking for. That's going to be useless aside from the challenge. This is always been kind of a goofy card. You might overall be best. I don't imagine we're going to fight that many things with 4 or less power. Wait, I thought this was draw. Draw an ally with 5 plus power? Why did it... Oh, it drew an elephant because they got the fucking item. I mean, we can attack the cannon and then die to the cannon. They still insists. We just need Misha out, Army Hero out next turn. I think we just have to take it. Okay, he's dead to the curse, actually. I think, just chill. She's going to tumble again. We can kind of discourage her from doing that. Okay, they're gonna play that on him and go stealth. We can just kill it with Hush, I guess. How are you a 10 fucking 8? When they level up, double their stats. Okay. I mean, Hush will get rid of that, but holy shit. I mean... Okay, he gets hit by 9. I don't know if the curse damages him before he regens, though. I think he might not. Be a learning experience. He does not. Holy fuck. We actually could have needed that. Okay, he can clearly just cancel the spell. Targeting him... I don't know. What am I supposed to do here? I maybe just pass and let the curse chip her down. They're gonna tumble in that. If they tumble on Fizz, he's stealth. I can't do anything about it, but that's kind of just true regardless. Do we just risk it? Okay, he did not have a way to defend himself. Morgana? Nope. Nope. Alright, we lost almost half our health. Oh, it's a boss on it though, so we heal. That helps. Does she really need double stats at this point? I mean... Sure. She has overwhelm, so it's not really exactly wasted. Excellent power for us. Gives us cheap, or in this case I guess free, per turn self-regenerating curses. Insanely good for us. Okay. Oh, fuck, they have the ability on attack. Okay, I need to play more proactive. I was like, they have no attack, so certainly it doesn't matter if they swing in, but no, it very much does. Strike refill spell mana sounds decent. Sounds like a lovely matchup for us. Board-based man versus board-based control. See, it's just saying like Galaxy Heroes though, so it makes you think that maybe it wasn't a Galaxy Heroes issue. It was an issue with my PC. Why is it so laggy? My PC just dying or what? We'll see if that helps. That also helps. Oh. Does it even work? It might not. He gets elusive? It's more like an open pass. They pass back. That is crazy. Generically increased pressure. They still pass back. We could have done sharpen before the mirror. That helps. I'm worried that there might be too many copies of it at this point, though. Okay, this is gonna be a clusterfuck. We want capture strongest just to get ASL off the board. This sounds extremely losable. Like, this could snowball on us so fast. No Morgana, so we just go. I think we would be better off just declaring a curse now. I think we're just trying to race. I don't think we want them to block. I know. Hang on. I mean, there's not terribly much way around this. I think we're just taking 13, 15. Do we have to kill them next turn? Not helping. How do we get more out of this? If I pass it, they're just gonna pass back. It's so favorable for them to do that. They tap out. Wait, Renekton has Rally on Death Banner. Can Anivia just kill him? Swing it this way, he dies, we rally, we go again. That might be checkmate. No, we're off. Deal 2 to anything, we are 1 damage off lethal. No, we're not. If it went like 1 or 2 turns past that, I think we're... Wait, oh my fucking god. Well, we're gonna find out, I guess. I just blew a lot of resources on that. Welp. Yeah, the Renekton would have been nice to have brought about out, actually. In fact. Did I not curse them? Their hand is full, so I couldn't fucking curse them. Oh my god, man. Okay. Oh, that's a Mordekaiser, not Hecarim. The fact that this shuffles copies is actually so fucking rough for us. But their hand is still full. I just got fucking 0 crit. Oh my god. I'm cooked. What's our best angle here? Yeah, I got the refill off of Living Legends. Fuck. I really needed to recall her to try to replay her again to get the curses back out. Holy fuck. I think I'm just done. Maybe we can recall her, actually. We can recall her. Technically, Trinimir might be the more pragmatic block. I don't think I have outs. I think I am. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. It's fine. I'll just do this, and nothing bad will happen to me. We did not find a Morgana. That is not helping. Do I have another life? We need more aggression. But also I needed to find Morgana. This is feeling familiar. Oh, please no, please no, please no, please no, please no, please. Okay, I need to remember to play around curses and hand size. Minus 12, probably. Any Morganas? This life is so fucking expensive. We just cannot find Morgana. It's actually just fucked. There was a Morgana, but the fucking 2 generated cards just caused it to get obliterated. Yeah, the summon is also stunned. That's how I remember it working. dear god, it's a fucking Galio. If I damage him, he rallies. Is this just -20 and then we scheme for the last 13 on our turn? I imagine it is. How did it make a Cataclysm? Or was there a handful? Karina might actually put us over the top, weirdly enough. We still have Renekton Rally Banner. Oh, wait, they're still full of fucking curses. Wait, no, they still have... Oh, they have the extra life. Oh my god, dude. What are my outs? And I can't curse them. Can I support an ally plus one of my keywords this round? I mean, we kind of have to have Renekton die on rally, right? But it makes Azel. But also they will rally because of Galio. But I can't curse them. Okay, making a copy of Renekton to double rally would, in theory, work, but I don't know how we can orchestrate that with a full board, unfortunately. We would need to play Karina first. No. Their hand is full. I can't curse them. One of these days, I'll say it and then remember that I said it. Roma's Aesol also gets freed. If they survive this turn, I don't think I'm surviving. It has to happen here. I don't think it works. We can kind of try to cheat the system by pulling someone we can slightly go through, but why is she? Wait, they gave us vulnerable or elusive. Wait, I just won. The granted rare item gave me an out. Am I insane? Wait. I mean, that just works, right? Huh. Thank God I tried. I did it for the summon, but that didn't bail me out. Yeah, C sounds about correct. There's a lot of silver relics that I need. I don't have access to yet. Cool, cool. Alright. 49. These two, you kind of know what you're getting. If, like, she, you kind of know what you're getting. I kind of want to give it to Tempest. I kind of want to give it to Lilia, though. Lilia just seems bizarre. In a good way. Give it a shot. We should finish the last Aesol, though. But whom? Honestly, build Shurima, Freljord, SI. Do I just Lux one out real quick? I feel like technically Morgana is Demacia, but whatever. Yeah, that would be lovely. Lux is kind of unga bunga, but on the bright side, it will make this run fairly fast. Don't have to lose the block. The power is stopping him from making contact at least, but that should make very silly numbers. Yep. Basically, Spirit is a keyword that acts as a +1/+1, but it has stackable effects. And she just tries to ramp that as much as possible. And I would say does so pretty successfully. This is maybe interesting. Really doesn't have much synergy. Timo would be okay. Tarek would definitely have some synergy, but it's a little bit pricey. I mean, we're interested in support chains, and she is very much that. Maybe, but he's like, we're trying to be low curve aggro. I feel like this offers a little bit of regen. Double attack, eh? You are extremely close to leveling up, actually. I don't really have any way to stop you. Wait, why didn't it? Oh, because the fucking Emperor's. Too many damn gems. They have a second life. That's awkward. Do you feel like dying? By any chance? Not the speediest. Kind of operates in the same vein as Aphelios, but I just had some interaction. Let me go south for more golds. Quick and dirty. If there were zero cost, maybe, but meh. This should be quite silly. Eh. Maybe not that silly. Next one for sure. What just happened? I was not paying attention and suddenly the couple was coming after me. -6, I suppose. There's no more point in attacking it. Me being dumb. Our barrier will help her against turn. Ma'am? Please no. She is a very young bunga, but the run should not take long. Can we have hand size problems? And Aphelios just always have, it's not a random rolled epic, he just always has double attack. That's actually kind of nuts. They can very much make use of that. So we have to respect it. I know there's more damage than they're just going to Luminous Sprite. Hmm. Yeah, it has. Weirdly enough, it actually seems to be doing pretty alright still. They just announced a pretty sizable new endgame update for Path of Champions coming in 2 days. I really don't want more copies of Vanguard Defender, but it just keeps offering items for them for reasons. I guess I am. Please don't break out my deck. I will cut you. I get you have items. I will cut you. We can. That's another one. So if he trades, he trades. He does not trade. Sir? Minus 14, I suppose. Fucking stun. I kill, but we don't get the lifesteal off. So technically, Dad is up on that trade. How about GC go? Lost pretty much immediately because I don't have Batcher up and running until next week. But yeah, some fun stuff. I got another QA versus Ray Ezra Luminara. Same principle, still worked out as well. Wookiees had issues with the fear this time that the cooldown got increased that Zelbork in an AoE. He did basic one-shot Pirate King Hondo for 900,000, but because Silva has the revive, it wasn't actually a win off of that. Or would have had to have happened twice. Yoda Chewie didn't get to play during that fight literally at all, though, so I'm also gonna have to go back and review that. Basically, is there was, I mean, what else did I have written down? Really, it's just next week I need to clean my item in 3-0 so I can prepare my rank a bit. Saw versus Vader went pretty well. I need to get car modded for next week and maybe try cutting Captain Rex, or definitely seems like I can 66 that. It wasn't me doing it, but someone else mentioned Bounty Hunters under his size Ahsoka follow-up. Cost one more, I'm not very interested in. This is kind of whatever, but it's fun enough. Actually, technically, it'd be better on him. Damn, Lux carved through this painfully quick. Go ahead. Swing. Turn 2 lethal. None of the above? I don't think we have any or many temporary buffs. I mean, we're gonna buy it because we're fucking rich, but yeah. I think Duosage has the legs to potentially beat Spidey Zam. Everyone out in front of them? Spidey specifically, I don't know. But why? Huh? I see. It does not even bother to block. It knows. I don't know. Bounty hunters I've had mostly on defense, so like really the rest of this season, it could go one of two ways. A, either I need to clean my act up, or B, I really just need to start limit testing. Like after I've barely played it all, and I think she's just dead on defense, at least for the rest of this season, to be sure. Do we hard mull for the lantern? I didn't. Do I regret it? I don't regret this. Well, that's a bummer. We can keep putting people in jail as long as we just keep making more of these, but it's still gonna be... The fact that she draws is not helping our hand space size issue. Why do all of my cards make more cards? Please stop. Okay. Wait, but if I kill them, I get those champions. Or if I get a fucking... Who do I get? Huh. No sprites. Wait, it doesn't give me the Sejuani. It just goes back to them when it got scammed. Damn it. All of these cards make more cards, dude. Oh, so we need to make sure we're not gonna deck out. Yeah, we got plenty. Okay. We did not condense another copy. Okay. A bit problematic. Do you have a second life? You do not on this one. Yeah, it does. Wait, he's elusive. I'm getting you for 40 fucking 2. Oh, shit. Wait, she has to block it, but we get frostbite. Am I losing this? Am I actually losing this? You... If I replace, do they lose the capture? I don't remember. Let's not find out. Oh, buddy. Yeah, I know. I know you are. I don't think this is real. Well, when you put it like that. That might be more real than anything else I've got going on. If I really need to, I can Severum plus Smoldering Smirk and try to stabilize health a bit that way, but I mean, they're still gonna go Nightmare Easel mood if this does not kill. Oh, that figures. -5 from who? You have Impact. If we had like a single combat right now, we could win off of that. This might be a loss. Hey, who captured what? Just out of curiosity. It doesn't say. I'd go on a limb and say whatever it is probably not as bad for us as Aesol. Swain. Okay, that's kind of debatable. He's still elusive. He is almost one-shotting me. Do I have another one of those? I mean, I didn't have a way to pop his... Wait, Gravitum could have... This is complicated. It's getting less complicated real quick. Wait, he still has it because of the fucking power up. We have can't stop, won't stop, so he keeps Severum. Wait, but they have Sejuani. So we're not lifestealing for anything. I think I'm fucked. It does not work. They have exact lethal. They do not. They did, and I pushed it too far, I guess. I completely forgot that I had the spell double click. So we could have done like Gravitum on Aesol. That was kind of well, no, but it doesn't work on open attack. It only restuns on followers. Oh, brother. Run it back. Why? Why? What? Why did I just win that? What? Impact only works when I'm attacking, correct? As far as I recall? What just happened? Yeah, all the work is on the roguelike mode. Although they did just announce that PvP mode is going to get 2x speed, but okay. So now I unlock the new campaign. Everyone's invited. Gotta try a little, yeah. What region even is she? 3.5 too spicy. Oh, there's also 2 5 stars. 40 swing fragments. Game start, they just constantly put you under siege. What is this? What on earth was that? Is it just like your A5? Oh wait, I feel like 1.5 might be too low. Like for a 3-star. So we create people, rush them down as slight synergy. Titanic is only for health and attack, right? Not for costs. Hmm. That doesn't sound too bad. A bit of burn flavor. What on earth did I just feel on you, bud? When any player summons it, what are you doing? Set its health to 1? Weird. Okay. Okay. The boy wants the stream to end. I'll wrap up shortly. Fear none. So we can kind of burn them out just by summoning stuff, but what am I doing? Okay, what are we... I am under eternal siege right now. We should have used that last turn, actually. Weird encounter. Everyone is squishy. Wait, you could just reprint Lilia? You put her to sleep and then make another one? Huh. Still none of the above, kind of. I mean, okay, no, that's actually kind of cooking. That's actually kind of nuts for us. That gives us a game plan. Udyr would not mind terribly being put to sleep because it's whenever he's summoned. So, like, we could kind of farm stances off of that, but I don't know if that's amazing. It's kind of expensive. Still kind of feel that way. Like, this is a play effect, this is a play effect. Play, well, summon, but we don't have terribly any keywords. Should have gone with the last one. Wait, is every single... The entire encounter is just everybody is one health. What in God's name? Yeah, that's why I have them. That's why they are here. Oh no, it's happened to 3, I think. She's cool. She's interesting. She's very unconventional, I feel like, right now. That sounds disgusting. We can just repeat that. not actually that crazy about this power. It's okay. The burn power is definitely helping us a lot in terms of routes to kill. I wonder how I feel without it. Okay, that would be an extreme meme run. I don't know if that's good. Yeah, fuck it. The fact that she draws one is kind of funny. Like, she might play it in the deck and then just immediately pull out some good shit. The fact that it's faded, it might actually be decent. But oh, okay. Okay, the fact that this set everyone's health to one and then there's a bunch of brash units is fucked up. I see I see the vision. This is fucked. I fucking lost? I wasn't even looking. Alright. So because I had no way to buff my people up to brash level, I was just in extreme danger. I just shouldn't have gone this on that path, maybe. I mean, I didn't know what the encounter was. That was just like hard mulligan for concussive bomb, I guess. I mean, I had one. Nah, I could have slept her to heal for 2. I would have lived by 1 health and maybe been able to get it out. So that was the best play. Wild. I have never seen that encounter before. That is crazy. Huh. Tricky for a 1.5 star. Alright. The boys are restless. I'm gonna call it. Thanks for hanging out. We will be back, well, 2 days' time. This time, 48 hours from now. I promise my Wookiees will be better, and I will probably have a modded Batcher, and I will behave myself and do the thing that everyone else has been doing. At least for Stranger. The rest we'll see. But at least if I have a solid foundation to work with. Did they move the camera too? Holy shit, they are just tearing the office apart. Lovely. Alright. I gotta go fight some boys. They need to wrestle. Later.